Ace family exposed?
James Charles gets called out.
And Kim Kardashian celebrates this.
And we've got a ton of other stories you won't want to miss coming up for you right now on I.O.
Welcome back to the weekly roundup. I'm your host, Johnny Rogers.
And I'm Mackenzie Smith.
And as you all know by now, we've been wrapping up our weeks with this roundup, spilling all the tea in the process.
And we're always making the news more entertaining and fun. So if you want to see some more videos like this one, just tap that playlist button in the corner of your screen.
Plus, make sure you stick around to the end of this one as well, because we got tons of bonus content. But without any further delay, let's just get right into our weekly roundup.
So starting off this roundup, we have TikToker and YouTuber Larray, who just made a diss track shading some of the biggest influencers in the game right now. And honestly, he just said what we're all thinking, and I love to see it. And to give you a short preview of the shade that was thrown in the video, Larray calls out Tony Lopez for texting minors, Bryce Hall for having smelly testicles, Jeffree Star saying the N-word, and Nikita Dragon for blackfishing. But there is just so much more. I'm telling you, this diss track is juicy. And the video is just as iconic as the lyrics, and tons of influencers are featured in the video. Even some of the ones that Larray called out, surprisingly, which is pretty crazy. Like, would you be in the diss track video when you were the one being dissed? Let me know in the chat. I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, I don't know about that one. Most fans are absolutely loving the diss track and hoping that the diss track era comes back. And I loved all the diss tracks back in the day, so I am just praying more comes out. Like, I just love the tea, love the messiness. I just need to see more. And then next up, James Charles was just called out for breaking a duet chain on TikTok that was bringing awareness to the terrible treatment of the Uyghurs in China right now. The chain consisted of massive TikTokers tagging each other in a TikTok that said that they stand with Muslim people and were bringing awareness to the issue. And after Andreas Lopez tagged James to continue the chain, and then he didn't, people were pissed and were calling out James for breaking the chain and not speaking up about Muslim lives. After James saw all the backlash, James responded with a very long comment. For a summary of what he said, he started that of course he stands for Muslim lives, but he doesn't check his TikTok comments often because he doesn't like to see the negativity, adding that staring at a screen is performative activism that does absolutely nothing for Muslim lives. Rather, signing petitions and donating does make a difference, and he has done both. And finishing off saying that he won't be duetting it now because he doesn't want to give validation to people trying to cancel him. And after hearing James's response, he is completely right, and I don't think he deserves the backlash for this one.
Yeah, I saw Philip DeFranco talking about the whole James Charles scandal too, and I did agree with him on a couple points of talking about how, like, just because you're a public figure or you're in the limelight, it doesn't mean that you have to always be weighing in on every single like political scenario that's happening. It's just, you can't
unrealistic.
No, it's unrealistic, basically. And by focusing your attention, I think, on so many different causes, you're spreading yourself a little thin.
And then you can't really address ones that really matter. And I especially loved how he was calling out performative activism, because it's true. At TikTok, literally just looking at a screen, just saying hashtag Muslim Lives Matter, that's not doing anything.
Remember, even during the George Floyd protests as well, there was like influencers like posing for photos as if they were helping board up windows or like being part of it. It's gross and it needs to stop.
Yeah, definitely.
But you know what? Let's lighten up the news a little bit. This got a little heavy, a little weird. Let's change the mood a little bit. You all love that baby news we brought you in one of our weekly roundups so much that we thought including this story would add a bit more to the positivity that we're trying to push here. 3 weeks after Nicki Minaj gave birth to her first child with husband Kenneth Petty, she took to Instagram to show off her new bundle of joy. Along with a photo of the baby's tiny foot, she captioned it with "Happy anniversary, my love." Minaj and Petty had dated for 1 year before exchanging vows in Los Angeles in October of last year, and the pair had actually reconnected in 2018 after they had already explored a relationship together in high school, which is kind of sweet when you think about it. Then less than a year into their marriage, Minaj had debuted her growing baby bump on Instagram, and we are so happy for both Nicki and Kenneth, and we wish them nothing but the best. But with that news now, let's head over to Brie's corner and see, I think she's got some updates for us on chicken nuggets?
Thanks, Johnny. Before we head into some chicken nugget news, let's talk about Bryce Hall. Remember like 2 weeks ago when Bryce Hall got into a fight? Well, get ready for some deja vu because he's at it again. He's really out here trying to start a UFC career or something. This newest brawl took place at a Mexican restaurant and now involves the police. Reports say that the altercation started because Bryce was vaping at the restaurant, even though the law prohibits vaping in those establishments in LA. The incident was caught on camera and it shows Bryce on top of the restaurant manager and placing him into a chokehold while knocking over tables as the fight broke out. Bryce and his friends were originally told to leave the restaurant because he was blowing smoke from his vape at employees. Then as they took Bryce's card to make his payment as he was leaving, that's when the fight broke out. As a result of the fight, the restaurant manager suffered a broken hand and names Bryce as his attacker, prompting the police investigation. Now with this new felony battery filing against Bryce, it's just adding to his ever-growing track record of illegal activity and violence. Now onto the best story you might hear all day. It's one small step for chicken, one giant leap for nugget kind. This year, British supermarket chain Iceland celebrated its 50th anniversary, and being such a big milestone, they wanted to celebrate it in a very big way. What better way than to launch a space mission? Obviously, this company isn't full of rocket scientists and astronauts, so they couldn't go up in space themselves, so they sent the next best thing into orbit, a chicken nugget. It's no SpaceX, but it's the next best thing. My darling chicken nugget is now an astronaut. The grocery store chain is famous for their chicken products like nuggets, strips, and chunks, so they thought it was fitting to send their best-selling item up, and away. The nugget was sent up 110,000 feet, which took it just under 2 hours to reach its maximum altitude, and it floated up there for about an hour. The whole journey was documented on YouTube, so I suggest you guys go check it out and show our little nugget some love. As the nugget queen, I couldn't be prouder of my royal subject. Now back to you guys.
After hearing that, it just proves that chicken nuggets are really just so delicious. They're truly out of this world.
Our work here is done. I was feeling so good about that joke. You know what, let's move on to the highly anticipated, the feel-good section. Now some feel-good news because we have this awesome story about a 14-year-old girl from Texas that you just need to hear about. With the impact of the global pandemic continuing to spread, scientists everywhere are scrambling for what could be used as a possible treatment and ultimately seeking a cure. Good news is that kids truly are the future, and this story proves that. 8th grader Annika Shebelu was just named the winner of the 2020 3M Young Scientist Challenge. Annika discovered a molecule that can selectively bind to the spike protein of the SARS-CoV-2. The binding and inhibiting of this viral protein could potentially stop the virus from entering into the cell. For her research, Annika screened millions of small molecules for drug-likeness properties. Initially, Annika wasn't even planning on studying a coronavirus. A year prior to the event, she had a terrible bout with the flu, and so she was more interested in trying to find a cure for influenza. However, with COVID-19 shutting down the world, it became clear that she needed to readjust her focus. On top of making this incredible discovery, she was also awarded $25,000, and she will receive a special destination trip, but we're assuming that will come once flights are open again. Either way, a big congratulations to Annika and her big discovery. And now over to Jared for sports and science, and I believe he's on location at Parliament Hill. Jared, are you with us?
We are now in month 7 and heading into month 8 of our current pandemic. As we know, some countries are doing better than others in regards to how they're handling the stop of the spread and trying to find ways to put an end to the nasty disease once and for all. Given that the US, who have had over 8 million cases and over 220,000 deaths, have had a tough time dealing with things, to no surprise, Canada isn't so on board with the idea of Toronto sports teams crossing the border anytime soon. More specifically, the Toronto Raptors may need to find a new home in the US next season, and as of now, that home may be in Louisville, Kentucky. The Blue Jays played baseball in Buffalo this season as their home stadium. The Toronto FC played some soccer in East Hartford, Connecticut, and now it seems league sources are telling Yahoo Sports, I quote, "One alternate location that has been broached is Louisville, Kentucky. Former NBA player and successful businessman Junior Bridgman has been in contact with the NBA, considering Louisville has the KFC Yum Center that is NBA ready. Nothing is set in stone yet, aside from the fact that I love the name of that center, but with the league eyeing to start a new season on Martin Luther King Day, which is January 18th, well, it doesn't seem we'll have a good handle on the virus anytime soon, and the Canadian government isn't changing their minds anytime soon, so we may have to cheer for the Louisville Raptors this season. In other news, Elon Musk has revealed how to live on Mars. He's planning to ensure that life on Mars is not only realistic, but sustainable as well. His plan is an acid test, and it's likely not what you think if you think the same way I do. People aren't going out to space to do some hallucinogenic drugs. Elon explained while being interviewed by aerospace engineer Dr. Rupert Zubrin on a live stream, I quote, "It's helpful to have as the objective the creation of a self-sustaining city on Mars. Not simply a few people or a base, but a self-sustaining city. The acid test really is, if the ships from Earth stop coming for any reason, does Mars die out? If it does, then we're not in a secure place." Musk cited a number of potential scenarios, from a supervolcano erupting to a comet hitting the Earth, and of course, what he referred to as nuclear Armageddon. Although Musk doesn't think we'll be able to colonize Mars in his lifetime, he's focused on setting up future generations to succeed should they need to flee our current home, and believes the ship with the mission, the Starship, can make its first non-crewed mission to Mars as early as 2024. Some exciting stuff. Back to you guys in the studio. Oh, my earpiece almost fell out. I caught it though, and it's still in there. Yeah, I can hear you. All right, back to you guys.
Jared, I swear to God, if you break that earpiece, man, we can't lose another one of those.
The budget, we don't have it in the budget.
Nah, it's not there. It's non-existent. That's pretty exciting though, that Elon Musk is setting up Mars flights. I mean, I don't really care about the basketball stuff, to be honest.
No, that should, I don't care. Trust me, I do not care about basketball, but that's crazy. So it would no longer be a Toronto team, it would just become American?
Yeah, and even though Canada invented basketball.
Yeah, we wouldn't have one single
people
team.
Seem to forget that.
That's crazy. But yeah, no, definitely Elon always is coming through with the space, broadening our space horizons. Yeah, literally stuff. I was like, what's another word for stuff?
And I was like, stuff.
what we
Nah,
do
he's
here.
just like, he's good with the space stuff. That's my level of intelligence when talking about Elon
No,
Musk
literally, it's
things.
like an 8-year-old, like, he's good with space stuff.
Yeah, I feel like I would feel like an 8-year-old if I had to talk to Elon Musk.
Oh my
like
God,
the dude
yes.
would just be
I
like,
would never want
my
that.
brain is constantly running. I don't know how he talks. And now moving over to some celebrity news. Even in the middle of the pandemic, people are finding all sorts of ways to stay creative and connected when it comes to celebrating birthdays or holidays. For Kim Kardashian, this year was a big one as she approached the big 4-0. Like most, Kim K assumed that her friends and family wouldn't be able to celebrate with her due to the virus lockdowns. However, instead she was surprised with a giant celebration that completely caught her off guard. When it was time for Kim to arrive, she was already not very happy, and she honestly thought that she was heading to a photo shoot on her birthday and just started to get really stressed when Kanye said that he just wanted to go for a drive around when she really needed him to help with the kids. I knew way too much about this family. However, the moment that she pulled up and saw him at the family's house, it all started to make sense. Now, when Kim was little, her parents would record everything that she and her sisters would do, including birthday parties. So when she entered the house, Kanye had a recording playing from Kim's first birthday party. God, my heart is melting. The couple also seemed to be in good spirits with each other as Kanye found a way to recreate each of Kim's past birthdays. Everything from the videos, including her favorite diner as a kid, were reimagined at this event. We love to see Kanye and Kim starting to rekindle that love that they had for each other when they met, and I feel like Kanye kinda nailed it with this one. Now, I'm not saying grand gestures make up for past mistakes, but it at least shows that he truly cares about his wife and knows what she likes too.
You know, I think Kanye definitely does a lot wrong, but one thing is definitely the gifts and the gestures. Like, he's so artistic, so this sort of stuff he really comes through for Kim, and I'm sure she
He's very
appreciates
creative with this kind of stuff, right? Like, he's always thinking outside the box. The one thing that I want to, like I was saying, grand gestures don't make up for past mistakes.
No.
I'm talking to you, Offset.
Oh my
Talking to
God.
you, dude. Every time that dude like messes up or like makes a mistake, there's always some big grand gesture. Like last time it was surprising Cardi on stage with like a whole like take me back, and then for her birthday he bought her a billboard. Like, it's,
I think he bought her a Lambo or some crazy car too.
it's like, that's not gonna work.
And finally, we have some Ace family exposing news. So the Ace family, more so Austin McBroom, got himself into yet another huge scandal after a clip was accidentally left in one of their daily vlogs that showed him being mean to his wife right in front of their kids and just being kind of an ass, honestly. The clip was the very beginning of the vlog, and after Catherine started the video, she abruptly stopped it after Austin made a comment about his hair looking bad, but saying he'll turn it into a bit in the vlog, but he was noticeably very, very angry, getting mad at her and saying, quote, "My hair looks up," right in front of his kids. And after he yelled at her, you can just tell her whole demeanor changed and she just didn't seem so into the vlogging anymore. After this, tons of fans started tweeting out that Austin and Catherine obviously don't like each other and are just together for the money, with people adding Catherine should just leave him already because Austin clearly treats her badly. And this isn't even close to the first time he's been mean to her in a vlog. And as a response to all the backlash, Catherine tweeted out, "I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, super chill vibes, something different. And yes, Austin and I get frustrated with each other sometimes. It's called marriage. I wish people would stop expecting people to have perfect lives. That's just not realistic." And Austin replied to that tweet, adding, "No relationship is perfect, but the love Catherine and I have for each other makes up for all of the small imperfections. I love you, baby." And honestly, what they're saying makes a lot of sense. Like, I've seen my parents fight tons of times. It's just kind of the way marriage is, and I'm sure filming stuff makes that even harder. So even though I literally hate the Ace family, especially Austin, I literally think he is the worst, I really don't think that this was that big of a deal. However, swearing in front of the kids is obviously really disrespectful, and hopefully he doesn't do that again.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Ace family either, but then again, I'm not a big fan of family channels.
Yeah,
I don't know why. They just make me feel weird. It feels like you're exploiting your kids a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's genuine to start, it's like you get on that train in that path of like making these videos.
And then you need them.
And you need your kids, and like, what
Yeah.
if your kids don't necessarily want to do that? You know,
It's
maybe
tough.
they want to just work a regular job, and now their whole life has been documented on this YouTube channel.
Or they just want to go to school,
God.
and then you make them film all the time.
And then even stuff with like them getting caught like fighting on a video, it's like, yeah, that's gonna happen if you're recording everything you do. Like
Of course.
couples fight. It
Yeah.
just happens. And like if you can work through that problem together and move on, then you can definitely repair the relationship and make
Mm-hmm.
it better than before. But if you're filming everything and all these people are weighing in on your relationship, it's
Good.
not gonna be good.
That's why BF versus GF, I mean, they're not a family channel, but they literally broke up because of vlogging. It's just such a difficult thing to hear all these perspectives. I'm sure Catherine gets told like every day that Austin is either cheating on her and that they should break up or
And it's like
whatever.
her husband, like the father of her children. Like it's gotta be so hard to hear these things.
Really hard.
With that though, let's check out some of your comments from our last weekly roundup.
So Spicy Everything says, I wish Offset would either just let Cardi go or stop causing her so much emotional pain. She deserves to be happy and treated right. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, she totally does, but unfortunately, I don't think he's going anywhere.
Yeah, no, I think she obviously is not going to be told what to do. She makes her own decisions.
Yeah.
And even though it's been proven that he's trash.
I'm calling it now though, baby number 2 is on the way.
Oh, yeah. That's the
Calling it
only
now.
reason I will like accept them getting back together is for another baby. I fully support that.
I don't know if I support that. A baby's not gonna save your relationship.
No, I just think it would be nice, you know, have culture, have a sister, brother, you know, that's always nice.
Violet Baudelaire says, I feel like there should be a law that says you're not allowed to date new people while in the middle of a court case that alleges you are abusive. I don't know, I mean, let's end that cycle and not start another as one ends, am I right?
Really?
You're very right. That feels like one of those things that's like, yeah, why don't we have that?
Yeah, just really an interesting place to be. Like everyone's calling out your new girlfriend for abuse and just being a bad person, and then
like
you're
the
just
Ace
there
family thing.
dating her. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Oh, that would be weird. I wouldn't want to
No
touch
from
that.
me, dog.
That's a no from
Really.
me.
No from me, dog. Then Victoria Bueno says, I have to say, I miss seeing Charlotte here, but I've been growing to love all the hosts even more and more. Keep up the good work and get humor.
Thank you so much, Victoria. That's very sweet of you to say.
Yeah.
Charlotte was a staple on this channel, and obviously we're not going to forget all of the great work that she's done to get us here to this point to be able to talk to you guys every day. It's amazing.
Truly.
We love it. Aaron Mack says, these weekly roundups are the best. Amber Turd cracks me up every time.
So good.
How could it not?
Yeah, no, literally, how could it not?
Turds are funny.
Then Allison Grace says, the bloopers made me full on snort laugh. I love the cussing, Brie being out of breath after running up the stairs, because same. Mackenzie, it's my duty to update on Amber Turd. And mostly I love that y'all are having fun. Also, the video being separated into clips is just satisfying organization-wise, so thank you. We all know I'll still watch the whole video though. Y'all stay being the only news channel I watch. Best wishes to the hosts, producers, editors, everyone behind the scenes, and your families. You have more of an impact than you could ever know. Oh my god, like I'm literally gonna cry. That was so sweet.
I was gonna cry through that whole thing.
No, you are an angel. Thank you so much for saying that.
I knew it was a long comment, but
Yeah.
I was like, this is
We had
too
to
sweet of a
include.
comment not to feature.
Yeah.
So there it is.
No,
I hope
we
you enjoyed
love
the
that.
feature. We
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
comments like this. More positivity. Let's get it going.
Yes.
But that has been our weekly roundup. As always, don't forget to leave us a comment in that premiere chat on the side there with how you liking things. Hopefully by now we've hit 300 likes.
Yeah.
We didn't pressure you guys
If not,
this whole
guys.
video.
Just saying.
But let's get it going. There's still some time left on the clock. As always though, if you don't want to miss another video like this one, just hit that subscribe button. But from InformOverload, my name is Johnny Rogers.
And I'm Mackenzie Smith. Thanks so much for sticking with us, guys.
Stay classy.
We'll see you in the next one.
I'll take this one, Mac, though. You take a break.
Oh yeah, thank you. Need one.
Nicki Minaj shares her... Oh yeah, that's the title. Okay.
Now with this new felony, why do I keep wanting to say fennelly? That's not a word.
I have this in my head. Please let me say this. Don't cut this out. Wow, after hearing that, it really is truly that... Oh no, oh my god, I had it. Give me a second. Don't fire me, guys! Did you want to say anything else?
No. She's in the 8th grade, so she can correct me. Are you smarter than an 8th grader? I don't know, we'll find out. With that though, let's check out some of your comments from our last weekly roundup. Oh wait, no, we're not even there yet. No, it's just my story. Oh, well, I should take a break, I guess.
You okay, bro? You good, bro?
I'm all over the place. How are we gonna transition into this?
Come back in
Cool.
for a second.
Editor's like, how the f do I cut this? I believe, Mac, you have some more tea for us, so I'm just gonna,
yes.
I'm gonna get out of the spill zone, okay?
The spill zone. I love you, baby. Bibi? Bibi? I don't know what that word is.